Good morning, SkySpark users. We are excited to launch a couple new apps within our SkySpark environment. And today we're going to be talking about the Site Analytics app. So from your main homepage here, you will see a new app, Site Analytics here, little building icon. We're going to go ahead and click into that. Your first landing page here is going to be an overview of all the new KPI and fault detection functions in the library. So we spent the last 6 months completely revamping the library with really what is an awesome set of new analytical functions. And everything is going to be scored from 0 to 100% for systems and equipment. And we're going to have a lot of really great new KPIs to be able to track across the portfolio, which we'll get into in the next tabs across the top here. This is searchable. Within this, I can, Control F and search for chiller and go and see all of the references to chiller. So as you're navigating the new library, if you have any questions about exactly how these metrics are working, how they're performing, what the scores mean, come to the analytics guide. Awesome. So jumping in here, I want to start with our HVAC performance page. So just like most views in SkySpark, we have a span selector, so be able to look at, let's look at a day, August 6th. The HVAC performance view is intended to be able to look at all my sites across my portfolio, or I can select certain buildings. So if I just want to look at, say, building 4 here on this campus, I can look at that, and it is only going to pull up the equipment within that associated building. For purposes of the demo, I will just go ahead and choose all the sites. So across the top, we've got the building selected. We have an overall score. The overall score is taking all the roll-ups of all of these values across all my different equipment groups, and it's scoring them for me. For a demo site, some of this data is not perfectly relevant. So obviously my BMS having a 0% score is not great, but in a live site with live controllers, this would be reading different values. That's how we get to the overall performance score. So below that, we have our group performances. So the way it's structured is a click through. These are tables that I can click through. So I'm looking at my air handler group. Overall, my air handlers are at 95% score. The scoring is pretty standard across our equipment. Above 90 is good, on target. 90 to 80% would be a marginal value, and below 80 would be considered it needs attention. So when clicking through my air handlers, I'm able to click here. I can see now all my air handlers within my system, and I can see the scores associated with each one of those air handlers. Click back here. So for instance, in this table now, I've got all my air handlers. I can click into an air handler. I can see its trend data here on the bottom view. And I can also see KPIs associated with that piece of equipment. We spent a lot of time developing a lot of great KPIs, way to track information, and all of that is every KPI is represented in a column across this table view. Additionally, if I want to look at all the trend data, say for this air handler, I can pull that up and I can see all my equipment data here. I'm able to view arcs associated with this. So I have 2 active arcs on air handler 4.1. What are they? I want to know. Well, I can click here and I can see here that we've had 3 arcs over the lifetime of the equipment. Looks like we have 1 that's been resolved, 2 are open. So we have a dehumidification issue, and we had a valve cycling work order that are already being tracked. So from a single view, I can see, do I have open issues on this equipment? Do I not? Makes it very quick to navigate across my portfolio. Similar for all types of equipment, whether that be air valves in my labs. You can see here, this will pull up a lot of air valves. Over 700 air valves are being analyzed here. Fans, exhaust air valves, fume hoods, fan coils, you name it, every piece of equipment you can imagine. Additionally, we've built in some cool functions to be able to look at spaces. My critical spaces here have been defined in the model, and I can see what is my space doing overall. This analytical lab has 9 pieces of equipment. I can see all the key trend data associated with all the equipment by clicking the chart below. And from left to right, we have tons of great KPI functionality, whether that be temperature, humidity, air changes, room pressure control indexes. A lot of great features to be able to see is my room functioning as a whole. That's an overview quick on the HVAC app. I do want to jump to Central Plants. Central Plants, we can dive in even deeper. Same layout as our HVAC performance, but now we've got individual information on each major control loop, each major equipment type, as well as the ability to look at things like what are all my chilled water valves doing in my system. Here on this graph, I can see all my chilled water valve positions. It'll go and find the max for you, as well as KPIs for each coil, average, min, max positions, as well as starved, indicating the percentage of time that coil has been starved with water, meaning it's 100% open. We've got everything from kilowatt per ton calculations to COP to condenser water optimization indexes. A lot of really, really cool and detailed things in this. You're able to get as nerdy as you want or keep it as high level as you want. But the new Central Plant dashboard is very powerful. Moving to metering. If you've got site meters in your portfolio, we can pull those in. We can see utility costs, we can see EUIs, I can see submeters by building, be able to look at cost and power over time. A lot of really cool functions to keep track of your energy in your portfolio, and also to see if your EUIs and other things are on track with the buildings of your type or your use. You guys have seen ARCs, I think, in the past. This just rolls over to be able to look at all of your ARCs. And then the last tab here, site parameters, is this is a way for you to come in and make adjustments to the settings. So for instance, if my, I want to change some parameters to say maybe 80% is okay for my site on a boiler. If it's a 0 to 100, I want 80 to be good, not 90. I can make adjustments to all those parameters throughout the library to tweak the limits, tweak the tuning parameters, tweak the timers. You can really dial in the analytics to be for your sites specifically across the portfolio. That is it for a quick and dirty demo on site analytics. We're really excited. If you guys have any questions on it, obviously feel free to reach out with more information. We look forward to you guys digging in and giving us feedback on the new app. Appreciate it. Thanks so much.